Those who have been with me since the inception of this channel know that the Kraken Trainer V3 was my first video. It's what started it all for me. And I just made a deal to trade it off. So I wanted to send it off with a bang. And by a bang, I didn't mean awesome B-roll. I'm gonna do the one chip challenge while I review this thing. Yeah. So I'm gonna do some B-roll right here so you can see the texture, the knurling, the jimping, all the fun stuff on the Kraken. And then the rest of the video is just gonna be one take because that seems like the best way to do this. I've got another phone with my script written out, sitting down here. So if I'm looking down here, I'm reading the script and desperately trying to continue. Now, I handle spice pretty well, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. It doesn't make me nervous at all that when I tried to buy one of these, I couldn't find it in any stores around me. I went to the manufacturer and messaged them and asked them where I could buy it, and they said that they weren't selling it anymore because a child died eating one. That didn't make me nervous at all. I am not a child, however. I am a full-grown adult, and I'm gonna eat this chip. We're good to go. I'm suddenly growing very apprehensive. Real Reapers, 1 minute. How long can you last before drinking or eating anything? An hour, 30 minutes. I'm not gonna film for an hour, so I hope it doesn't take me an hour to get through this. Okay, I'm gonna drop that right there. I'm gonna take the chip. It's a bit crumbly, it would seem. It wasn't exactly shipped in the best, I did get this on the black market. I got it on Macari. My wife found it there. She buys like Chacos on Macari and apparently black market chips. Nice, just smells like death. There's what we've got inside the package. Let me just catch that light. Don't touch my eyes for several hours. There we go. There's my crumbled up chip. And there's the pieces of the rest of it. So let's get going. The Raken, or Kraken, is quite possibly the most well-known, well-received aluminum ballast song in the world. Oh my word. I mean, seriously, my Kraken unboxing video, which wasn't even that good of a video, has the most views of any video on my channel. The Kraken weighs in at a perfect 4.2 ounces, which is right on that line between too light and too heavy. It runs on bushing pivot system, and the channel and handles are made of 75 aluminum. That's the tough aluminum. Oh my word. I'm like hitting hiccup. Oh dear. That's not good for the video. I can't see my script. The ballast song features a fairly noticeable handle bias, giving you a tiny bit of drag on fans, but nothing too bad. It performs rollovers with absolute excellency and chaplains like a dream. My fingers are sweating. I had to scroll up on here.
Chaplin's like a dream. That's the last line I said. The design of this ballast hong is flawless, with exceptional knurling up and down the face of the handles. There's a little cutout down the sides and through the middle of the faces, giving you something real and tactile to push against for gaining momentum, which is great because the edges are rounded, which can be a tiny bit slippery in rare cases. But unless your hands sweat like the underside of a walrus on the sun, you'll be fine. Or my mouth right now. You'll also notice these 3 holes going up the handles, probably just to adjust the balance, though I will mention Squid Industries has invented a pocket clip, or the lowest holes, that will keep the ballast hong closed. Just do it in your pocket. Just right in there. This thing feels great on every trick. This thing feels great on every trick and sounds great too. A satisfying clack with a slight ring. They come in dual tone and inked color schemes, making them fairly customizable. The standard Kraken sells for, I believe, $220, and the dual tone and inked are like at $240. I just have blanks on my script. I forgot to look. I forgot to look at it. How does it hold up over time? Well, you've been looking at it for 5 minutes now. Look at these tolerances. I don't understand what that means. I don't know what I was thinking when I wrote that. Look at these tolerances. They're great. I've had it for since like March, I think February. I've had it for a long. Whenever I posted my first video, I think it was like late March. I've had this ballast hong since then, and those tolerances there, that's the factory tune. I've never taken it apart, never done anything like that with it. So it's still awesome. The tolerances are incredible. After all this time, I can confidently say that the factory tune on your Kraken will last you a while. It's hard to argue any change in the price of the Kraken, seeing it as is the Kraken. Ooh, bad swallow. $220 is on the high end of aluminum, but you get every dime's worth. Oh, it keeps rolling. Oh, it just says the Kraken comparison. It says the Kraken comparison, which is something I put on the bottom of each, and then at the end of each of my videos. And this is the Kraken, so I don't need to compare it to anything. Then it says, thanks so much for watching, see you on the flip side, but I don't want to end quite yet, so I'll go ahead and I'll whip out my live blade Kraken. Now this thing is really sweet. As far as getting into live blades, this Tano blade it's really slim and it's really unintimidating. So for a flipper who's new to live blades, it really was a great place to start for me. When I flip my live Orion, the blade just makes me a little more scared for some reason. It's mortifying. Ugh. But the Kraken does not. The Kraken blade, for some reason, it feels better. It makes me feel more comfortable with flipping a live blade. Maybe it's just because it's balanced that I'm so used to, but I'm getting to the point where I can flip a live blade a bit more comfortably. The Kraken live blade is better than the trainer in my opinion, balance-wise and sound-wise. I like that it doesn't have the slight ring. In my opinion, that's an improvement. And yeah, this ballast hong is pretty much perfect. This, like I said, I'm planning to get rid of it. This I don't think I'll ever get rid of. Maybe I should contact the guy who I made the deal with and ask him if he wouldn't mind to swap a handle so I can keep a little bit of my original Kraken. my tongue is going a little bit numb right now. And it's kind of melting into the bottom of my mouth. And my gums are on fire. So it's actually not that bad though. I'm kind of getting over it. And if you get into a mentality where like pain doesn't touch me, then it's kind of fun. If you focus on the pain and just sit there and, you know, whine about it like a little baby, then you're gonna have problems. But honestly, I'm feeling okay right now. I hear the main problem is what happens down here in the minutes following. So maybe I'll update this in a little bit with a review while I'm editing this video or something, and see if there's like lasting effects that you all should know about. In the meantime, I'll just say thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side. Ooh. 1 second, I'm gonna do that again. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the flip side. There we go. Nice little live blade catch. Whew! Didn't take as long as I thought. Not long at all. Whew! When I breathe, it's like blowing on a campfire. It's like, that hurt a lot. Just an update, I went live on Instagram and just talked to people for 25 minutes after I finished filming, and I'm fine. My insides hurt loads, but my mouth is good. I will not update you in the future because I have a feeling it's going to be less than something you want to hear about. If you watched this video and if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a good one.